Hey everyone, Matt from Tech Tracker here. In this exciting video today, we're going to be unboxing the mid-2010 refresh of the Apple TV. Really quickly, unlike the previous generation, this little guy's going to cost you a mere $99, which makes it more of an impulse buy. I didn't necessarily need one, but I do think that this really low price point is going to resonate well with consumers. Analysts are already predicting that Apple's going to sell 1 million of these per fiscal quarter. Pretty impressive stuff if they do. Really quickly here, let's take a tour of the box. On the front, obviously we see here that we do have a picture of this new Apple TV. Definitely smaller. On the top, we actually do not have anything. On the left here, we have an Apple logo. On the right, we'll see that there is built-in 802.11n Wi-Fi capability, and that it supports HDMI. Interestingly, there are actually no ports for composite video connection, so you're actually going to have to own an HD-capable TV with HDMI ports to be able to use this latest generation Apple TV. And of course, this Wi-Fi implies that you don't have to have an Ethernet. You're not going to have this close to your router, that you will have wireless support. On the back here, we see that it says rent and instantly watch the latest Hollywood movies and TV shows in stunning HD. There should be an asterisk there because it's actually only going to be in 720p, not 1080p, so you're not going to get full HD. You're going to be able to stream videos from Netflix and YouTube. There's also Flickr and MobileMe support, which we'll get to in our full review, and play music, videos, and photo slideshows from your computer. That's going to be through iTunes, and then this is all going to happen over your Wi-Fi wireless network. On the bottom here, if we flip it over, we'll see that there are some quick specs. The fact that the Apple remote is included, the fact that there's Wi-Fi, so on and so forth. So we'll kind of back out there and skip it. It's about time that we move on to the unboxing. So without further ado, so this is just going to slide out here, and there it is, the Apple TV. I mean, this thing is tiny. Wow. It's actually 80% smaller than the generation prior to it. And that's including a built-in power supply. And because it's so little, Apple says that it's extremely energy efficient. So no need for a fan inside. And they say when you're not using it, when it's in that off position, it's going to use less power than a nightlight. Now let's put this aside for a second, and we'll come back in a few seconds and compare it with, the iPhone 4 for a size comparison, and of course, everyone's favorite tablet, the iPad. And again, by looking at these, it's really going to put into perspective how tiny this thing really is. Let's see what else we have here in the box. We of course have this really sleek, minimalist design, all aluminum Apple remote. This came out about 6 to 8 months ago, and it really is nice in terms of ergonomics. So again, really nice design here, feels really nice in the hand. Kind of have almost a click wheel, except it's not. It's actually 4 different buttons here, so you're not going to be scrolling, although I almost want to, like an iPod click wheel. And there's of course going to be a center button here, a menu, and a play pause button. So again, really thin. I mean, definitely less than an inch here. Really nice. Let's see what else we have inside the box. Removing this, we're going to have a power supply. Nothing too bulky, just simple power supply. So we're not going to have any sort of big adapter. And you can see that that's going to go into the back of the Apple TV. When we take a tour, you'll see where that goes. And then finally, we're going to have a setup guide here. To quickly remove this. A setup guide, 2 Apple stickers, of course, like every Apple product comes with, and then important product guide information. And I'm really excited to actually get the chance to play with the Apple TV. It's going to be almost like a new way to interact with my content. Rather than having to physically download content to a hard drive inside the Apple TV, like the last generation was, I'm going to be able to rent content from the cloud, so to speak. And we'll get into how the Apple TV is actually going to work and some of the additional functionality, including the famed AirPlay capability that's going to let you stream movies from your iPhone or iPad directly to your Apple TV, and our full review, which will come shortly. But quickly, let's look at this new Apple TV. So it appears that there's a bit of tape here, so we'll remove that. And that's going to reveal some stuff on the back, so let's quickly take a look. So quickly here we'll see that we have a port for the power supply. We'll have our HDMI cable right here. we're going to have optical audio here, which is, again, optional. And then we're going to have an Ethernet cord right here, so in case you don't have wireless internet in your house, you're going to be okay. And then finally we have a little port right here to make a connection with the computer. So again, this is a really nice small black plastic body that I'm already really fond of. To put things into perspective here, we'll take out the iPhone 4. And I mean, the iPhone 4 is longer than the new Apple TV. So this is going to be great if you have a cramped AV closet, or if you just want to have something small sitting next to your TV. It's definitely not going to take up a lot of room. In terms of thickness, we'll see that the Apple TV is a little bit bigger than the iPhone 4, maybe even double the size, but even then, it's incredibly small. Just a really nice looking device. If we take the iPad here, we'll see that this barely takes up, the screen. I mean, this is just such a tiny, tiny device. And then we can put the iPhone on here, put it into perspective. I mean, that's really minuscule. So again, this is the new Apple TV. It's going to cost you $99, 720p content from Netflix, the internet, and beyond. No word on apps yet from Apple. It's not officially supported, although a jailbreak does seem encouraging that you're going to be able to maybe root this and run some apps. More news on that as it develops, of course, on our website, techtracker.com. And that's all we have for you right now. You'll definitely hear more back from us in terms of feedback and how the Apple TV actually worked in our full review, which is coming shortly. Again, we encourage you to check us out at techtracker.com for more great news and reviews. We're going to have a giveaway coming up soon for our 1 year, so be sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Again, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon.